Hi, welcome to Paradise Love and Veggies. I'm Samantha James. I am so excited. Bees do a lot in the garden, and I'm always appreciative this time of spring when I see the little buggers flying around. Today I'm at my friend Bonnie's house, and she's going to tell us more about bees. She raises bees and has a honey business, so I'm really excited to learn more about it. Okay, so this is the bee suit I'm going to put on. I've never worn one of these. My dad raised bees when I was a little girl, and honestly, the only thing I remember about it is that he used to cuss because he got stung a lot. But I'm not planning on getting stung today. I guess you want to be careful not to get a bee in your suit while you're putting it on. I know very little about bees. Okay. I did a little homework, and I learned this morning about the difference between bee pollen and royal jelly, and I honestly thought royal jelly was a patented beauty product. So I had really no idea. So it's really, bees are a lot more sophisticated than I could have ever imagined.
Oh, very. They are extremely, like, the more I learn about them, the more I'm just amazed with them. It's all about the hive, too. It's all about the survival of the hive. It's not about the singular, it's all about the hive. So they all have, like, different life, throughout their life, they all have different cycles or different jobs. Everything from being a queen attendant to nurse bee, worker bee, and all the workers are female, by the way.
Oh. Okay, so just for viewers, so the bee pollen is what the bees go out, the worker bees, and they gather in the fields the pollen from flowers or whatever.
And that comes from the male part of the bee.
And then they make up, like, they put them into like little pellets.
Yeah, you want to see some?
Yeah.
The little saddlebags I got going on there. That's all bee pollen.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's going to be good having to tell. They're pretty busy. That's one way you can tell there's a queen in there too, is if they're collecting pollen.
Oh, okay.
Because they feed the babies with it. The pollen is amazing stuff. I mean, it's like a superfood. A lot of vitamins, all the minerals, protein, the whole immune chain. It's everything you need to survive. Perfectly balanced, easily assimilated.
Okay, and so then the royal jelly is actually the secretion that the nurse bees, help me with this.
Yes, what they feed the queen. I mean, I don't know a whole bunch of, facts and figures and all that kind of stuff, but it's what they produce to feed the queen. It comes out of a gland. Don't let the jelly name fool you. It is not sweet.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But it is extremely healthy.
And so the royal jelly actually gets fed to the queen and to the larvae.
Queen bee eats her whole entire life is royal jelly.
So now tell me here, okay, so you ship your bees off in the winter to a warmer place?
Nope, I don't. I bring them back here.
Oh.
Which, this is not a really good spot for them because I have so many yellow jackets around here. I found out the first year that I was doing this, the yellow jackets here are just extreme. And, I mean, they will empty out a hive. They will not stop until that hive is gone.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah, I mean, the bees will try and defend their hive, and the yellow jackets will take it over. It's really sad. So I've had a little bit of trouble keeping them alive during the winter because of that.
So today you're going to be taking the bees from these boxes and respectively putting them into the hives where that will be their new home.
Yeah. This is a 5-frame nook, a nucleus of a hive.
Oh, okay.
This is a 10-frame.
Okay, so they're basically going to double their condo.
Yeah, it's so they can grow. And I know I said it's a 10-frame box, but once you get your, I think I'll put that on maybe. But with a 10-frame box, once you get your frames filled out, you only use 9 frames.
Oh, okay.
I don't usually use this. I usually just use a veil. here, and I don't know where my veil went. I don't want to get film getting stung.
Right.
Here's some feed from there, honey. Give it on the sides.
Oh, okay.
That's some leftover brood from last year.
Now I know some people, you see at garage sales or something like an old bee box. Is it like okay to recycle a bee box, or is it something you should start with fresh because of like a territorial thing?
It's not territorial, it's more hygienic.
Oh, a hygienic? Okay.
Yeah.
So if a person did want to recycle a bee box, they would just really need to make sure that the frames and everything were really cleaned?
Yeah, make sure, well, there's few diseases, you know, that are pretty easily spread and rampant, you know, foul brood. Foul brood is extremely...
And it's called what? Foul boot?
Foul brood.
Brood, foul brood.
Yeah.
Oh heavens, oh look at those little babies. Oh, that's fascinating. All right, so you've taken out some of the frames. There was 10 and you've got 4 left.
There was 9.
There was, 9, okay. And you're going to end up putting those 5 in, so then there'll be 9 in the box.
Right. This is going to be the box that they live in, that they raise babies in.
And you showed me a frame earlier. I'll show viewers a picture of it. So what is basically a frame when you start out a brand new frame? What actually is it? I mean, it's just the wood. There's no hive part to it, right?
Wood.
And they build
different kinds of foundations put in. So you can see the foundation underneath it. It's white. They don't really like the white stuff too much.
Oh, okay.
That's plastic.
Okay.
I'm trying to convert to wax, but it's a lot of work and it's a lot of skill. Which I've got some of them that are, you know, I got some that are plastic and some that are wax. Yeah, better. That way, that way.
Oh my goodness. You are brave.
I usually don't even have this on, but it's been a whole year.
Look at those. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Wow.
You can see all the shiny stuff in it. Can you see it? That's all nectar.
Oh wow.
And they're going to evaporate that off to 18% water, 18% or less water.
Okay.
And that's when it turns into
Into honey. Okay.
Yeah, so basically what honey
Neat.
is just evaporated nectar.
Neat.
Yeah, so that's a good sign to get.
Wow. Wow.
And that's when they cap it over. Like this here is capped over. So it's got all the wax on the top.
Okay.
And that's what they do with after they evaporate it up, they cap it over. You see any brood on that one. Brood is the baby.
Brood is the babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice brood. So little can thingies.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
That's the brood. That's the capped over brood.
Oh, wow.
And see the ones that look kind of like bullets?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's one coming out right now. Look there, right in the middle. You see it?
Oh, gosh.
See, right there, he's coming out. He's being hatched out.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a male bee.
Oh, wow. How neat. Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, my gosh.
Welcome to the world, little
Welcome to the world, little bee. It's your
And
season.
there's also a male one right there, too. You can tell because they're bigger.
Okay.
Which the male bees, they don't collect honey, they don't collect pollen. All they are really good for is mating with the queen, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
And then when
So they have an important job, but it's not a whole lot of a job.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the only job they do, and it's really, and when once it's over, they're done. They die.
Oh.
And they're, you know.
What's the life expectancy for a female bee? Or
well, during the winter or during the summertime, when there's a lot of nectar flow, they pretty much work themselves to death.
literally.
literally. I mean, that's all they do is work.
So they're always making new life. So when ones are dying out, there's new larvae that are being hatched into.
Right. And that is their whole entire purpose, is to have the hive survive. I mean, like during the time when the winter, after the nectar flow, they will actually starve themselves to death, try and keep the brood warm, because they got to keep it at a certain temperature for it to hatch out and stay alive. So they will actually starve themselves, even with cream of honey right next door, right next to them, just keeping the brood warm.
Wow.
So yeah, that's kind of amazing. I'm not seeing the queen here. Trying to find her. Actually, you brood her eggs either. All right, I see eggs just close by.
Oh, good.
They're really hard to see, but I don't know if you can catch it with the camera. They look like little teeny pieces of rice in there.
Oh, I'm looking.
Little one here.
Okay.
And the eggs,
wow.
It takes 3 days for the eggs to hatch. When she first lays them, they'll be standing up straight.
Okay.
The next day they'll be kind of over like this, and then the third day they'll be like this.
Oh.
And that's when you shouldn't shoot them.
So how many boxes do you maintain during an average year?
How many boxes or how many hives?
Oh.
Usually...
This is considered a hive, the box that you're putting the new ones into?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how many hives?
Usually 2. These are deep boxes.
Okay.
Or brood boxes.
Okay.
Either one. I work with my mentor too. He's gotten a bit older, so he's not doing a whole bunch like we used to, but we used to run about 120.
Oh my goodness. So jointly you're running about half what he used to, kind of in full swing.
Right.
And how long have you been working with the bees, Bonnie?
I've been around them about 17 years now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not what I expected to be doing.
And do people always buy you bee stuff for your birthday and stuff?
Yes. Yeah, I'm really
You have bee pot holders and bee Christmas ornaments and all sorts of stuff.
Like that. Yep, you know it.
I'm not surprised.
It's cool though. I got even like bee, like those oil lanterns.
Oh, neat.
The oil things. I got some of those. I got bee everything. So you see the queen, but sometimes you don't. As long as you see a sign of the queen, you don't really have to find her. Since I've seen the eggs, I know she's in there somewhere.
So you're not worried. Otherwise, you would be concerned.
Yeah, and see how calm they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not making a bunch of noise.
No.
You can tell when there's no queen because they will actually make.
They look really content. And when you said they were docile, when we talked about me coming out, they are really. I mean, they're swarming around, and a few have landed on me, but it's not like I thought it would be.
No. Shit, I should do something like that.
Uh-oh, heavens. Uh-oh.
As long as you don't step on them, they'll find their way back in. Hopefully the queen was on there. Actually, you just put the frame right down here, they'll just climb right back up on it.
Oh, isn't that something?
Come on, girls. Come on. Come on.
Go back with your buddies. Oh, that's fascinating.
Oh, you should see it when
they are just climbing right back up.
Yep. You should see when I get a swarm like this, it's like amazing the way they just pile in. It's crazy. I think they'll find their way back up there.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, girls. Come on. Climbing up that way too, getting there.
Yeah, they definitely want to be back where they are comfortable.
Yeah. Come on, girls. Come on here.
And I'd say there was probably, maybe 200 that fell off of there. And now we're probably looking at maybe 60 to 80 that have
are still kind of finding their way, but they go up pretty darn fast.
Yeah, see, they're climbing up the pallet there, too. As long as I don't step on them, they'll be fine. Come on, girl. Hop on.
Hop on the bee train.
Come on. There you go. Come on. Up you go.
Now, there's going to be inevitably some bees left in the box.
Oh, yeah, I shake it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll leave them in there.
And I want to go back to talking about these boxes because I'm a little bit confused.
Okay.
So, how, at the end of the season, you would take out from this bee box or the hive, you would take out 5 of the
5 of the frames?
frames. Thanks.
Oh, no, not at the end of the season. This is just the beginning. The place that we get the bees from, what they do is they'll take their bees down to California for the almonds.
Oh, okay,
And-
that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you lease these bees?
No, these are new bees.
These are
I
just new
bought
bees
these.
that you buy. You buy every year a batch of new bees.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I have a real hard time keeping through winter because of all the yellow jackets.
Right.
Just about the time the bees are starting to decline is the time that the yellow jackets are starting to thrive. And so it's kind of tough.
What is a predator of a yellow jacket? Do you know?
No, I was thinking maybe chickens.
Oh.
Come on, girls. Come on, a couple more. And that's how easy that is. So, that's about all of them off the ground. Oh, couple right there. Sorry, baby. Come on, there you go.
Oh,
Come on,
they're
up you
trying.
go. Up you go.
And those other bees, they're just working their way up the pallet.
Yeah, they'll make their way in. They always do. Come on, baby. Come on, up you go, up you go. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Up. Come on. Oh, maybe I'll just get on the other side. There we go. Come on. There you go. You're going the wrong way, girl. There you go. There's one.
So viewers, I don't know if you can see, but there's like 5 random little bees down on the ground, and
Is that one?
Bonnie is trying to kind of bring them back.
Come on.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't help that someone is interrupting your routine, asking all these questions.
That's the first time I've flipped. Yeah, I got them all. One or two. Get on there. Come on. Up you go, up you go.
So are bees costly?
Yeah. Very. We've gone up and up and up as far as buying them. Equipment isn't cheap. Used equipment you get cheap every year. You know.
And is it, I don't want to be rude, can I ask what one of those boxes, about what it costs?
What, one of these?
Yeah.
Anywhere from like 150 to 225.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is quite an investment.
It is. It is. And a lot of people, you know, they're not into it. I think it's frustrating because it's hard to get your money back out of them, you know, especially if you're doing it like first year. You know, with a $300 gallon of honey, basically.
Right.
Most people ain't into that.
Right.
I can't say that.
That sounds like raising animals sometimes.
Yeah.
For people that kind of do it as a hobby, if you don't really have it dialed in, it can really be a expense.
I mean, it's nice to have them around, but I do it for business, you know?
Right. That's it. I see one on the end there.
Oh, yeah.
Little stubborn guy. And how much space, it doesn't look like there's, I see some that are on top of the box, or, so I'm wondering, what happens when you put the lid on? Do they get crushed, or you?
No, there's a thing called bee space, and then the lid here, you see, so it's got a little lip right there.
Oh, I see, okay.
And then you got a little squeeze it right here as well.
Okay, so there's just enough for a bee space.
Yeah, but smoke them down anyway.
And what does the smoke actually do?
Some people say it kind of calms them down or whatever. I say it just gets them out of my way.
Okay.
That's basically what I use it for, to get them out of my way. Come on, in or out, what are you going to be?
So is this, okay, so that's an active bee box here. So you'll, later that'll get its own hive.
I actually need to get a box for it. That's what I was doing, cleaning some boxes up there and ready to use.
And what is the yellow cap on top?
That's the plug.
Oh. Oh.
Right there.
Okay. Well, being a beekeeper clearly is an art form.
One with a wax frame. You gotta wire up the frames.
Oh, okay.
And you get the wires hot. Looks like it's not any wires. Looks like it is. When I put these in there, what I try to do, if I got enough frames in the right, in the right way, on the outside one, you try and put the pollen.
Oh, okay.
But it's got a little bit of pollen in it, and then a frame of honey.
Oh.
Got that honey in all of them, I'm not sure. It's not honey. That way they got some food. And then it also insulates them too from the cold.
Beautiful.
That's good bird on that one.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
There's a little pupa in there, that little white squirrel thing. Something to move.
Huh?
See that white piece?
Fascinating.
These are pupas.
You sell different types of honey, so can you explain a little bit to me about how you determine, you do like a blackberry, and tell me a little bit about how the how different flavored honeys get to, I mean, clearly they're, eating blackberries or getting the pollen, but how does that work?
Well, when the blackberries are blooming, those little white flowers that on the bushes there, the bees get the nectar from the flowers.
Oh, okay, so based on when the honey is produced, or what, I'm sorry, based on what is budding at the time,
Right, what's blooming.
and what's blooming, then that's what honey is produced.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's simple.
Usually it's like blackberries, a really heavy nectar flow,
Okay.
along with fireweed and wildflowers, just filling whatever you got kind of thing.
Right.
But when blackberries are blooming, it's a real heavy nectar flow, and kind of tell by all the pollens have a different color as well.
Oh,
you can kind of
interesting.
tell where they're gathering stuff by the color of the pollen also. Like the blackberry pollen is gray.
Oh.
And the fireweed is black. Oh, there she is. She's here. Right there.
Oh, there she is.
Yep.
Oh, neat. Yeah, she looks distinct. I mean, you can definitely tell, well, if you have a concerning bee eye. And there's one queen per hive.
Right.
Okay.
And the reason she is so long is so she can get her back down into the cells to lay the eggs.
Oh, okay.
And she lives a lot longer than the other bees. She can live up to, from what I've heard, 5 years, but she's really only good for at the most 3. Because when she only gets mated one time, and it doesn't last forever.
And approximately how long does it take from when she lays an egg?
Hatch out?
Yeah.
I believe it's 21 days.
Okay.
And the male bees, the drones, those are 23, I think.
Okay, so a little bit longer for the males.
Yeah.
And tell me it starts with a P.
Pupa.
Pupa. And that's the little before it hatches bee. Now what happens if you put a dead bee into an active hive?
Oh,
Do
they'll
they-
clean it out. Yeah.
They'll clean.
They'll drag it to the front and throw it out the front door.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, they'll drag it a little bit farther out, like probably right now in the middle of this.
Oh, how many? Well, I guess this is a stupid question. Clearly, a lot, because it's only one bee and she's laying all those eggs.
Up to 1,500 to 2,000 is really good queen.
Oh my goodness! In a
Per
season,
day,
per day,
Per day.
1,500 eggs a day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for letting me come out today, Bonnie. I learned a ton, and I'm really looking forward to eating some honey later.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching Paradise Love and Veggies. I hope you learned as much about bees as I did today, and we'll see you next time. I'm Samantha James.
Go.